Hello, today is 5:31 of 24, and I am back with another video of what I eat in a day. It is around 11 o'clock. I found that lately I've been getting hungry around 11 o'clock, and that's just fine. I haven't been like overeating or anything like that. That's just kind of when I start to get hungry. So, my plan for today is to make a chicken wrap, a chicken cranberry wrap, which you're probably saying cranberries? But it's okay because for one, I am using the dried cranberries that have 50% less sugar. So in a quarter cup of these, there are 33 grams of carbs with 10 grams of fiber. So that makes 23 grams of carbs in a quarter cup. But I'm not going to use a quarter cup. I'm only going to use 1 tablespoon. So it's really going to be like 6 carbs for me, 6 net carbs with these cranberries. So not a problem. I am going to have a few more carbs in my wraps. So I have the Mission Carb Balance wraps, and they have 3 grams of net carbs. So I'm going to have a total of 9 net carbs in a meal, plus my celery. So that'll add, probably one or whatever, but it'll be just fine. So I have a bowl of chicken here. This is a 12.5 ounce can of chicken that I have drained. And I got about 1.5 stalks of celery. So I'm just going to go through and slice these up. I do like some crunch in this, so I really like the addition of celery. Okay, and this is going to make enough for 2 wraps. So I'm going to add a bit of black pepper because I like black pepper. And I'm going to add a quarter cup of mayonnaise. Of course, I make a mess. Okay. And then my dried cranberries, which, like I said, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons. So I've got those in there. And I need a sprinkling of salt. Here we go. And a bit of parsley. Just a pinch. All right. And then boy, this is messy and unpleasant to use. I struggle with messes. I don't like them. They bother me. And then, I just make them. So it's annoying. Okay, so let's get these all mixed together. Trying to break up those big chunks of chicken. They're not quite so big. Okay, I'm ready to get this into my wrap. Like I said, I'm going to take about half of this. I think it's pretty close. There we go. just roll it up. All right, so let's give this a try. Try and not have it spill all over. I like it. I think I might add onion powder maybe next time, just to add a little more depth to it. But it is good as it is. I would like it better with a few more cranberries, but I will control myself and only have my 1 tablespoon of cranberries. All right, so I'm going to go eat this and I'll be back with you later. I'm back and it's only 12 o'clock. So I ate about an hour ago. I am still hungry. I did wait to see, sometimes if you eat really fast, then like your body doesn't have time to catch up with or your brain doesn't have time to catch up with your body to tell you that you're no longer hungry. But I am still hungry. My meal was only 400 calories. So I didn't have a ton. So I'm going to add some summer sausage. This is something I can eat that doesn't add to my carb count and, is high fat and protein. So that is great. And it's really not going to hurt me for the day, like at all. So this is what I'm going to have in addition to the wraps that I had about an hour ago. It is just about 5 o'clock. I'm not super hungry. In fact, I think I probably could go all night and not eat anything else. But I have been wanting to make a lemon cheesecake recipe for quite a while and just haven't been able to like fit it into a day, right? So that it doesn't kind of blow things way out of proportion for me. So I'm going to make it today. And hopefully it's as delicious as it sounds. The recipe calls for 2 ounces of cream cheese that has been softened. Mine has just come out of the refrigerator. So I am going to stick it in my microwave for about 10 seconds to just kind of get it softened up a bit. I want to make sure I don't like fully melt it or anything like that, but I do want to get it a little softened. No, it's not quite softened yet. We'll leave it in for a little bit longer. And that will actually be the bowl that I use also to cook it in. So we need a microwave safe bowl. That's the one I'm going to use. And this is looking much better. So this is just fine. So this is 2 ounces of cream cheese. And then I need to add, the recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of a sweetener. I am using stevia extract. And I know this is like a lot sweeter than most other sweets. So I'm going to only add a half tablespoon instead of a whole tablespoon of this. Like even just the dust tastes really sweet. And then I need a tablespoon of almond flour. Oops. Try that again. Okay. And then we need lemon zest and lemon juice. So I'm just going to take my lemon and I'm going to zest some of it into my bowl, probably about half of it. And I'm just guessing. The recipe just says lemon zest, so I can't really say for sure how much is supposed to go in here. That's about half. I'll get this rinsed off because those little teeth will kind of hold that food in and dry it up, and then it's really difficult to clean. And then we need a tablespoon of lemon juice. So I think that'll be about half a lemon, just depending on the size of your lemon. Mine's a good size lemon. Perfect. And then I need an egg. 1 egg. And I'm supposed to mix it together. So this is a single serving. I really want to kind of get it as smooth as possible. Okay, that's looking really good, I think. I mean, I've never done it before, so we'll see. And then I'm supposed to cook it for 70 to 90 seconds. So I'm going to start with 70, which is a minute 10, and then go from there. And I'll do some cleanup while I'm waiting. This is what it looks like after that 70 seconds. I feel like this middle isn't quite cooked all the way through, so I am going to put it in for maybe just another 10. And then I'll check it again and see what happens. The edges were definitely cooked. Okay, so if I poke in the edge and I poke in the middle, actually, yep, I think that's all cooked through. Okay, I feel like this won't be very good warm. I want it to cool down before I eat it, so I will be back with how I feel about this recipe. My cheesecake has cooled off for me, so I am ready to go ahead and give it a try. The flavor is nice. It's a little, I think I needed a little more sweetener. You can definitely taste the lemon, but I feel like the cream cheese isn't quite, like that flavor isn't quite gone enough. And so it could use a little more sweetener. The texture is a little grainy almost. I'm not sure that I like the texture very much. I wonder if I use a different kind of flour, if maybe that would help. Or like maybe add a tablespoon of heavy cream to it to kind of help that problem. So overall, I would say that it's not bad. Um, it's not as good as I wanted it to be, but that's okay. I think it's good enough to kind of like hit that spot for me. I won't be able to eat the whole thing. Like I said, this is a single serving, but I would only be able to eat half, even if it were like really good and kind of what I expected from it. So um, I give it a thumbs up, and I could make it better. Hello again. I made a chicken dish that I actually plan to eat tomorrow, but it looked so good that I had to eat it tonight. It's not a problem. It's adding like not much to my day, right? So I'm just fine. It is, I don't know if you can see this or not. There we go. So it is chicken thighs that I cooked with some seasonings and some cream of mushroom soup in my Instant Pot. So there's like gravy in here, but it's not really gravy because it's pretty thin. But that's fine. I don't mind. If it were thicker gravy, it would be harder to kind of control the amount of carbs that I'm getting because a can of cream of mushroom soup really is pretty high carb. I could make it. I know how to make cream of whatever soup, on my own, and I could make it keto friendly, but I didn't wanna take the time to do that today. So it's not a problem. I probably just have, like, an additional carb on top of, like, the chicken, which has no carbs, but, so with the gravy that I have, I'm just adding about a carb, so not a big deal. It's after 8 o'clock tonight, and it just looked and smelled really, really good. So I'm gonna have some tomorrow when I have it. I plan on trying a new recipe by making some fried potatoes out of radishes. So I'm excited to try that, and then I'll have this on the side. So if we actually take a look at my day, I had a pretty good day. I had 1,134 calories. So that's perfectly where I can be. My fiber is 18.8, which is good. Most of that came from the tortilla that I had. My net carbs are 14. Again, that is fantastic. And my sodium is 3,500, right around that 36 that I want to be. So that is also great. If we look at my macros are actually really good too. My protein is 32%, so I think the highest it's ever been. That is also fantastic. I'd like to get to 35% each day. So that's kind of the goal that I am working towards, and I have to just kind of keep thinking about it and figuring things out to figure out how I can make sure that I'm getting that high amount of protein that I want. My chicken was delicious. I will post the recipe for it in the description of this video, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow.